Hello and welcome guys to a new episode on Top Sport Predictor Fanatic. Today we're going to predict the final of Wimbledon. Of course, the final is the same final as we had last year, where Alcaraz defeated Djokovic in a 5-setter. But this match is definitely a match with different feelings than last year. First, I'm gonna talk about their roads this Wimbledon. Alcaraz was in the first round up against Lachal. I think it was a qualifier. This didn't go perfectly though, as this should be an easy matchup and win for him. It wasn't really, but he managed to fight through it and still won in 3 sets. In the second round, he was up against Fukic. This also didn't go too well, but also won in 3 sets. In the third round, he actually faced TFO, which is of course a real challenge. He was down a set twice, but never felt too out of control, winning the match ultimately in 5 sets. Alcaraz then faced Humbert. He actually lost the third set against Humbert, and Humbert was actually I think it was a break-up in the fourth one as well. But Alcaraz did really well to recover and still win the fourth set, and with that win in 4 sets. At the quarterfinals, Alcaraz was actually up against Tommy Paul, the American. Paul actually won the first set and held an early break against Alcaraz. If he could have secured that, the second set, it would have been really hard for Alcaraz. But Alcaraz came back in the second set, won the second set, and with that ended the match in 4 sets. And in the semi-final, Alcaraz beat Medvedev, where he once again lost a set. With those matches, he has actually played 17 hours and 18 minutes this Wimbledon. That's actually crazy stat. Like that's some playing time, some real playing time. And Djokovic road to this Wimbledon was in the first round he was against Kopriva. A matchup he handled easily and as expected in straight sets. In the second round he was up against wildcard Fernley. Another matchup that was expected to be like handled easily, won easily in straight sets. But Fernley actually put up a good fight and won the third set. But then Djokovic handled the fourth set and with that got the win in 4 sets. Then Djokovic was up against Alexei Popyrin and he actually lost the first set to him. But Djokovic then actually stepped up his game, won the other 3 sets, and with that ending the match in 4. And in the next round, he was up against highly ranked player Holger Rune. But actually Djokovic won this match really easily, also due to Holger Rune not being in the form of his life. He actually won this in 3 sets, so that was really good for him. Then at the quarters, he should have had his real first matchup against a top 10 player, an informed player, a player that's good on grass in Alex de Minaur. But de Minaur unfortunately had to give up right before the match, so with that Djokovic advanced to the semi-finals and actually made it quite easy. In the semi-finals he was up against the 25th place Musetti, who was in his first semi-final at a slam ever, and he's not known as the best grass player yet, although he was playing pretty good this season on grass. And Djokovic, as said, handled this matchup with straight sets and was actually quite easy into the final with only 30 hours and 2 minutes of playing time. So as I said, Alcaraz has had a longer road to the final, this final in this tournament, with playing 4 hours and 16 minutes more than Djokovic in the past 2 weeks. But the actual preparation for this tournament were, of course, in favor of Alcaraz. Djokovic has to withdraw from Roland Garros with a knee injury in the quarterfinals, I think it was, and he needed to go and have knee surgery. He had that straight after his withdrawal, and has recovered in time to be here at Wimbledon, but because of that, didn't really play much, didn't really get much hitting time on grass. And actually, his first match at Wimbledon was his first match back on the tour. But Alcaraz didn't play too much on grass either. Well, at least training he did, of course, but not really playing, because he only played one tournament before Wimbledon, and there he lost in the second round against Jack Draper. Not really a shame, because Jack Draper was playing really good this season on grass. But yeah, that's basically their preparation and what they did. I think that this is like the best matchup we could have got, like a repeat of last year's with totally different beginnings, with maybe totally different endings. But this could actually be the first time that Djokovic doesn't get a title for the first time in years at Wimbledon. Normally he held a title at Wimbledon or before Wimbledon at least. This could actually be the first time since, I think, 2014 or something, or 2007 maybe. Somewhere, at least 10 years or something that he hasn't had a title at least hold a title at Wimbledon, which is a crazy stat. But yeah, I actually think that Djokovic is going to get the win here. There are a few reasons for this. One being just the playing time. He will be fit, like he will actually be physically fit for this matchup. Alcaraz, of course, as well, but normally I think that the physical state would be in Alcaraz's favor, with him just being younger and more fit this season. But with the playing time, that's actually leveled. So I think that really helps Djokovic, and I think Djokovic will just be better and more extra, how do you say it, extra motivated, because he lost last year against Alcaraz in the final. But yeah, with that said, I think Djokovic is going to get the win. It's going to be a fun match, I think, to watch. I hope nothing weird happens, like an injury or anything. But with that, I want to thank you all for watching. Please have a great day. And by the way, I will do a review of this Wimbledon, so make sure you tune in for that. But yeah, I want to thank you all for watching. Please have a good day, and I will see you.